All right, hoes and bevos. Today, we're back with an NBA slate. We're not back with an NBA slate. We're now starting an NBA slate. Every single day, you're going to get an NBA video, or almost every single day whenever the NBA is on. You're going to get an NBA video, 3 picks, 5 picks, whatever I got for the day, 2 picks. That's how it's going to be. For now, we have 3 picks today, and I'm going to have a lot of leans today because the slate is actually fantastic. But I don't have anything super solid and ground and solid in research for picks 4 and 5 yet for today, but we will be getting there. So make sure you follow the Twitter because they will be coming out on there. But we're going to hop straight into this. All right, as you know, as always, we're on Underdog Fantasy. You have a gimme pick today if you're on Underdog Fantasy, so you get a free play if you're on Underdog in the NBA. So I can pick any player. So we go to here, LaMelo Ball. I can get him apply token. He's now at 0 points. All he needs is 1 point, 1 minute, 1 anything, and they'll give him the free win. So that's massive. So if you guys take advantage of that, you'll be able to cash in big. Your Underdog does stuff like this all the time. Make sure you use code BDG when you sign up because you'll also get up to $1,000 in deposit match bonuses, and you'll get a free play for this weekend in the NFL that we can always use on the NBA, which is awesome. Love to see that. But we're going to be starting. Again, I'll give you a lean to start out. Just a lean, a hedge here. But it's LaMelo Ball, 20.5 points. I've seen it at 27. If I were to do anything, I probably would water him down. Again, I probably wouldn't do it on Underdog. I'd do it on FanDuel. 27.5. I'm seeing him almost everywhere right now at that 27.5 mark. I'm pulling him up here on my numbers right now. But we can pull up on props.cash exactly where he is right now in comparison to previous things. I know he has a great matchup against Indiana. Indiana, a fast-paced team that fits LaMelo Ball's entire play style. They give the 6th most points to opposing point guards, and he's hit this in multiple games this season. Every time I bet on him, he doesn't hit this. You can see the 4 games I bet on his points. Yeah, those are the games we've bet on his points. It's been fantastic. That's a lie. We've actually hit on a few of these 30s, but last time I bet on his points, it didn't hit, and I was sad about it. Anyway, great matchup here again. Against Indiana, usage is through the fucking roof. He has the highest usage in the entire NBA. So he's getting used the most with the high minutes. This should be a close game. The spread of this game is only 1. So it should be a very, very close game. He should see a ton of minutes here, which is going to lead to easy buckets. And the 3-point percentage, again, they're middle of the pack for his threes. LaMelo Ball is chucking threes right now. This team is bad against the pick and roll. LaMelo thrives off the pick and roll. This team is bad at the top of the arc. LaMelo thrives off that, and we're going to keep that rolling. So if we pull up here, we're on Props Madness right now, and you can see where LaMelo's had success and where the players and the opposing defenses have not had success. So they've struggled around the arc. They're very mid around the arc and in the paint against point guards right now. And you look at how LaMelo Ball matches up. You see right here, you can look at the graph to my right. PNR ball handler, right? Pick and roll ball handler. They rank 28th in the entire league, and he does it on 40% of his plays. Transition 18%. They're middle of the pack in that and spot up. And then in free throws and an isolation ball, which is lower percents for how he does it. They're bottom of the league. So they match up great right now. And you go to just overall rankings against the position. If we go to similar players by position, they give up a ton of points here. Like, look at this at the latter half of the year so far. They just give up a total average points. Again, if they're green, they hit their over. If they're red, they didn't hit their over. Yeah, but they just keep smashing this line. Point guards keep smashing this line against this team. So I love this play against the Pacers. Again, it's not an official play, but it's definitely a big, big lean for me, and it probably will be an official play by the time you see this and my Hornets bias. That's it for the Indiana game, though. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, have any other plays here in the Indiana game. Also, I'll give you a quick injury update for this game. Real quick, we'll look at it. There is no Brandon Miller's going to play. Grant Williams is going to play. Mark Williams is still out, dealing with a foot injury. Love to see him return. I think this offense for Charlotte and defense will be massive when Mark Williams comes back. Because right now they don't have a center. They're literally running Taj Gibson out there. We'll move on. I have nothing for the Orlando and the Pelicans game. I do have Detroit and Atlanta. I do have lower assists for Cade Cunningham. And you're probably like, why the hell are we taking a lower on assists? Well, let me show you the graph real quick because it'll make a lot more sense. If we're looking at this from a overall, he's a great player. Sure, you could take the over. You can lean the over. I got this at great value last night. If we go to Pickett, if we look at where I got this at minus 105. Now, again, make sure you're on Pickett. You follow Pickett because you can see when I place these bets, how much I place them, and the units I place them for. You can see this now is at 122 average. 122, 115. That's where you're getting an average. So if you can get this at 105, that's awesome. But we're looking at this from an overall perspective, and the value's there. The value was there last night. Make sure you lock in and you follow on Pickett. It's absolutely free. Use code BDG when you sign up. The link is in the description. and you can follow on there. The name is just Guts045 on Pickett, so it's easy follow. But look at the matchup. It's not great. He obviously hasn't hit this in a lot of games. They have it high because of the past 2 games, and the hypothetical Atlanta defense is non-existent. I understand that. His potential assist, I think it's a little bit cut off on your screen, but I'll read it to you. He's had 16 and 16 in back-to-back games. Now, again, when you look at the conversion rates for his potential assist, averaging 13 a game, he's averaging almost 70%. A potential assist, or he's going to need 70% if you average out his potential assists. That conversion rate is insanely high. 70% of your potential assists is nuts. I don't expect him to keep doing that, as he's done the past 2 games. Now it's a really bad fall off where he's playing the 5th best, and I'm talking like the 5th best team against assists against point guards. But they haven't allowed many point guards to hit this line either, right? You look at it from a overall matchup, only 1 point guard has hit over this line, and that was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in game 2 of the NBA season, or game 3 of the NBA season. So no one's really been hitting this line. No one's really come close to this line against Atlanta. And we look at it from Cade's perspective. Cade in home games this year has actually done pretty well. So I can't knock him on that, averaging 8.8 per game there for this season. Again, we're looking at this mainly the last 10 games. Obviously, they didn't play 10 home games yet, but we have seen him struggle against the Knicks, against Indiana, and now Atlanta looks to be another struggle again. You look at it last year, dating back, he only hit this 2 times, dating back to his previous seasons. So, I mean, the usage is there right now. It's a little bit lower than I would like at 30. He's had multiple games dip into the 20s, but his minutes are there. I just don't see him hitting that conversion rate. The conversion rate's insane against a great defense that hasn't allowed this almost all season. I think he easily soars under this line, and the value we got last night was definitely there. So I like that. And if you can get it anywhere near the 105 mark, I feel like it's an absolute steal. You would need to go 9 of 13 if you're averaging out. So you need to go 9 of 13. We'll see if that actually happens or not. But that's about it for Atlanta. Detroit. You could also take Cade higher on points. I would like that if you want to take something higher, because I know a lot of people don't like taking lowers. So if you really needed a higher, it's definitely a direction you could go and feel comfortable about it running it. So I would do that if you have to. Now leading to Phoenix and Dallas. I don't really have a play for this, as Luka last night, everyone and their mom took 29.5. Everybody. I'm talking every fucking capper that I ever saw. Luka 29.5. Elite matchup. He does it against Phoenix all the time. You can lean there. I'll make it a lean. Sure. That's fine. Like, if you want to parlay that up to 35, sure. The scary part for Luka for me, and I'll talk you through it, my thought process against these other cappers, and I think he still can hit it for sure. This year, hasn't been hitting at a consistent rate. Now, again, Phoenix, great matchup. He's dominated them in the past, is what they're looking at. Look at the pass versus Phoenix. It's fucking insane. But you have to remember, this isn't the exact same team, right? Luka last season was seeing insane usage right now. Right now, it's dipped down to like 33, 34, 35. Last year, in the beginning of the season, when he started the season, he was 40. He was light years ahead of anyone else in the entire league. Now we dip it back 5% on average. Again, to start the season. By the end of the last season, obviously it wasn't that high. But this Phoenix team isn't allowing a high field goal percentage to point guards. So is he going to be able to shoot? Is his volume going to carry him? I mean, his volume so far has been great, but he's had multiple games now of 25, 22, 24, and 19 shot attempts. Is that enough for Luka to get it by? I mean, free throws, he's going to need them. Free throw attempts? He had 15 the other night. He hasn't had 15 all season. Outside of that, I don't know if he's going to see 15 tonight. They're 12th against free throws, right? It's just a tough read for me to project someone at 31.5 points against a Phoenix team that's been scrappy this season. Again, they did allow Tyrese Maxey at 32, and they did allow Luka earlier this season at 40. So you do look at that, and that looks great. He's already done this once. Now is he going to do it twice? I would lean so, but it is definitely a lean. I'm kind of conflicted about it, but I want to say, like, I want to hedge it, but if every capper and their mom is taking it, it's probably a good play. So I'll lean that way. You can for sure take that as well. That is just a complete matchup-based pick, which, you know, obviously the books. The scary part is, like, the books factor this in. The books look at his matchups versus Phoenix. Why are they putting him there? I'm not sure, but we'll roll with it. We'll continue. We'll push on. I don't have a Brooklyn-Boston play yet, but I really like this game for betting, mainly on the Brooklyn side of things. Like, I think Cam Thomas can have just a massive day. But there's nothing solid enough for me to really pick out. So I'm going to lean away from that. Maybe first quarter points. If you get 5.5 first quarter, Cam Thomas is going to have to come out and spray. I think that's a good spot to be at. But again, I can't really make it anything yet. Giannis is questionable coming into this game. I can give you a quick update real quick. He is, for this game, yeah, he's questionable. Abductor. I'm going to lean he probably won't play back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. They played last night, didn't they? I would lean probably not. But if he does play, there is a great value here against the Knicks. He does traditionally do really well against the Knicks. We can pull that game up real quick just for me to talk through that. He's been destroying this line as of recently. But when you go to rebounds, 16 and 16 in back-to-back games, 13 and 15 dating back to last year, the last few times they played. He's been crazy on the rebounds, dude. I don't have his rebound chances from last game. I can quickly pull it up. But he's been a menace. An absolute menace on the rebounds. It actually has been insane. And I think he's going to continue that. I think he's going to continue that reign here this slate for today. All right, nothing really in Milwaukee. If I would lean anything, I'd definitely lean rebounds. 11.5. I get this is a great rebounding team. Giannis is playing out of his mind, seeing almost 30 rebound chances a game. But now going to Golden State, Cleveland. This is where my last stop will be. Jarrett Allen, 11.5 rebounds. Feel great about it. He's been crushing this line recently. Obviously hit over this in 5 of the last 6 games. If we go to props.cash. Now, if you're wondering what this site is and you don't know, it's props.cash. You can sign up using code GUT25. And you'll get 25% off your first month. But it is pay. So if you're betting every day, it's worth it. But if you're not betting every day, it's not that worth it. If you're paying $20 a month to use something that you don't use almost every day. Again, the value's there. 102 is where we want to see it. But this team sucks at rebounding. Versus 29th in the league. 29th in the league. And they've got the most offensive rebounds in the league. He's been destroying this line recently. He's been on a tear in the rebounding game. And his minutes have been high. 32, 34, 34 in the past few games. Usage has definitely gone up there. Now, again, usage doesn't matter as much for rebound chances. But since the Lakers game, 21-plus rebound chances in every game. If you're seeing 21-plus rebound chances, you're coming down with 12 rebounds. You're just doing it, especially as a center. And his matchup this game is soft as shit, right? Multiple centers. I've just smashed this line. Valanciunas over this line. Zubac over this line. Yeah, it's a great matchup where Jarrett Allen can cook. Like, again, we see the matchup here. Rebounds allowed 24th on here. But you go to by position, it's all green, right? You're seeing a ton of green here over the past few games that they've just allowed. And they're allowing it especially to, like, not as great rebounding centers. Obviously, Valanciunas is a great rebounding center. Walker Kessler is a great rebounding center, but he doesn't see the minutes that we would like to see. Zubac, 18 rebounds is nuts. But they're giving up big rebound games to guys that aren't elite rebounders, and now they face an elite rebounder. I think that's only going to keep going up and up and up, and he's going to absolutely smash this line. I think he's going to crush this line. Anyway, yeah, I think he easily smashes this line. Again, matchup is there entirely, and he's averaging the minutes. As long as he sees the minutes, he sees the rebound chances. If he sees 21 rebound chances, it's over. So I absolutely like this play. This is more of a matchup-based play, very similar to the Luka play and very similar to the LaMelo play. Where it's a matchup-based play, you should see the minutes. We're relying on him seeing minutes. Again, 31-plus minutes in every game but one, dating back to October. He's been there. Again, offensive rebounds, he's been seeing them a lot the past few games that he's over this line. I think he can see a lot tonight. Golden State team has a lot of tip-ins, a lot of offensive rebounds. I think he smashes this line. That's all I'm going to have for you guys today. I'm yapping for a little bit too long on the NBA slate for this being our first video. OKC, if you want to take a lean, Shea over points is great, but I'm not going to get too far into that, but I probably will take that as a play, so I'll have a write-up for you guys coming on Twitter so you guys can see that. Memphis, Washington is a wash. Oh, wait, I literally missed one of my best plays, right? I don't have him on here. No. Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. I posted this on Twitter, so you can go read the write-up if you want, but he's been going absolutely crazy. His rebounding is, again, we're taking more rebounding lines. That's ironic. But no, in all seriousness here, he's playing a Miami defense, and the line's a little bit more juiced now at 120. That has been absolutely demolished, right? He's averaging 15.4 rebounds in the past 5 games. He's had the over and 4 the last 5, as you can see. And this Miami defense allows you most rebounds per game to opposing centers. He's averaging 26 rebound chances a game in the past 5 games. That's nuts. Look at this. 23, 26, 25, 25, 30 rebound chances. That's nuts, dude. He's absolutely going to crush this line. If he's seeing 30 rebound chances, it's insane. His minutes have been insane. 37.9 minutes a game. He's had one game under 30 minutes. So he's going to keep smashing this line. He's going to see the minutes every night. If he sees the minutes in a great matchup today versus Miami, where they need to just keep winning games, Denver just can't keep losing random games. So Denver has to win this game. I can look at the spread of this game real quick. Let me pull it up. 3.5. So it's going to be a close game. Obviously, Jamal Murray might not play, but I think he'll be in. He's questionable. He normally tends to lean towards the play side. But again, they allow a ton of offensive rebounds, allow rebounds in general. A lot of second chance points, which again, tip-ins count as second chance points. So he should see a big day here again today. 13.5 feels way too low for a guy seeing 26 rebound chances a game. That's literally almost half of those rebound chances have to just come down with it in a great matchup where sadly Bam just doesn't match up too well versus Jokic. He had 14 last year, 16 last year, had a game in between where he only had 11. But again, this team is playing a lot different than last season. With how their rotations have been and with Peyton Watson now playing the power forward comparatively to last season. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I absolutely love that line. That's probably my favorite of the day. I already posted it on Twitter, so you probably already saw it by now. But if you didn't see it, that's what it is. We have 6 plays here, 6 leans. We have 3 leans, 3 plays, and I really like them a lot. Let me know what you guys like in the comments below, and I will catch you guys next time. If you guys like this NBA content, make sure to leave a like. It's the easiest way to support the content, and make sure to subscribe and tell your friends. Be like, yo, got put out an NBA video. Here are the locks for the day. Or here's the fades for the day. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe. Also the fun shit down below, and I'll catch you. Peace.